Welcome back to Amy Jo Junk Journals. This is Amy Jo. We're going to be working in the envelope journal. And I cut this down a little bit. This is what I want for my cover. And I also cut up a bunch of pieces to decorate with. However, I want to grunge up and get rid of the white, but I did not want this to be completely around. So I'm going to, and I don't know how grungy this is going to be. Some of this you're not going to see, that's where glue was. Because the picture is going to cover a lot of this, but I just wanted, you know, some of it to be grungy. And I'm using my brush, this brush, the makeup brush thingy, because it looks better when you're doing stuff like this versus the other brush, the daubers. And I am going to use the dauber also because I'm going to use it around the edge. So, and I'm using Scorched Timber because I like the way, I love the color of it. And you can definitely tell where I have gotten some, move my table a little bit. Ooh, making all kinds of noise. I think my table keeps moving on me. And then sorry, I know I'm out of, I almost said out of focus. Don't think I'm out of focus. I hope I'm not out of focus. And then I'm gonna take my little dauber and I'm going to make sure the edges are dark. Okay, and then this is going to go here, so you're not going to see much of the white, so I need some more here. And some more down here. There's too much white. I mean, I don't want it all black or whatever color Scorched Timber is, but I also don't want a whole bunch of white. So sometimes you just got to play with it and get what you want, where you want it. Let's see if that's better. I think I'm going to take a little bit more off the top here. I'm off camera, I know, but I'm using my guillotine. I don't want to put it on my desk and then take it off of my desk. Just going to take a sliver off. I think that's crooked because of how I had it in my guillotine. So let me see here. See if I can get it straighter. What you get when you're cutting from an angle on your guillotine. So, how is everybody today? I'm having a wonderful day. Here we go. There, it gave us a little more room. Okay. Gotta open my glue again. Doesn't want to open. Actually, I think it's the pen because there's glue on the pen. There we go again with, I think it's because I don't wipe it off when I'm done before I put it away. All right, let's see here. That doesn't help that I need to put some in it either. Come on. There we go. I think I got the little clog out. Yep, looks like it. I'm gonna smush this glue around, so, oops. I went through all of my papers, all of my digitals that I have bought from different people, and I know I should probably keep them separate. I think most of these that I'm using will be from Seven Plaza, her Ko-Fi shop. So, but I will be using different different digitals and things. If I use a different one that I know I got somewhere else, I'll let you know. That's pretty. Like that, how that turned out. Okay. I got stuck. That's okay. So, I really like this one. I think that's going to go on the back. But we're not going to do that one right now. I'm just going to set it off to the side. So let's, these digitals, I got a long time ago. I do not know where I got these. They are not from Seven Plaza. This one here I got from Scrapbooking with Me. So let's see where this one, oh, this will look good there. I think I like the grungier part, so let's do this. Okay. Sorry, I had to look at my computer. It sounded like it was working overtime. Let's put that at the top. This digital, I'm pretty sure I got at Seven Plaza also. And this one will also be inked around the edges too. But I want to wait till I know what I'm putting there. So let's, I know some of these I want to make journal cards out of. Some of them are just going to be pockets. Like that for a pocket, but that's a little too big, but we can cut it down. A little more, I think. Let's take it from this side. Hope you're in frame. Yep. Oops. Okay. Maybe a little more. Only because I want to be able to see the edge of the paper. There we go. Not a lot, but it's a little. So let me get my circle punch to make a notch. I also want my corner rounder because I want to make rounded corners here in my pockets. Okay. Trying to get this center. I never can get them center. Doesn't look too bad. So let's use the dauber. Ink this up. It's already pretty grungy. Oh, my hands are still shaking. Move that over just a tad and up just a tad because I want it to. One of them's crooked. It's probably this. That's okay. And I know I have some these little things that I wanted to just grunge up. I mean, I have more. I have stickers and things like that. Some of them are too big. Let's grunge that up. I'm going to cut this down a little more just because I just want the car, and it looks like it was cut crooked, so get these pieces. Crunch up a little bit more here. That is crooked. You see the little bump. There we go. Okay. I like that there. So let's put this down first. Wonder, I should probably put some paper behind it. So I will the next time. Or even some, wonder what I did with my, hold on a second. I'm gonna get my cheesecloth. I love putting this behind stuff. I'm gonna have to get some more. Yep, and just gluing it like that. Better turn my hot glue gun on because I need it if I'm putting stuff. There we go. Okay, and let's see about tags here. I have some that I cut out. Don't know if they'll be big enough, but I did cut some out. Get my gonna use black on this one. I don't know where my, see, that would make a cute pocket too. Let's see. All right, let's see, my desk just isn't big enough sometimes. Let's put this back here. Move this over. I am going to put my guillotine where I can use it. It'll just be off camera real quick here. So just be right behind me. I want to cut this white off. Let me measure this right here. I had my ruler right here. Oh, there it is. There goes my glue stick. I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna use this as a pocket. So I'm gonna go 3.5 by 6 3/4. So 3.5 by 6 3/4. So gotta cut the white off first. Sorry, I can't have my guillotine on here, but I want to cut it off this side. And then 3.5, I said, right? Well, that doesn't look big enough. Yep, 3.5. Okay. So that'll go right there. I think I cut it smaller than 6.5. Oops. Nope, I did cut it smaller than 6.5, just a little bit. That's all right. Let's put my ink over here so I can use it on this table beside me. So let me get a piece of paper. To put down here so that I don't You know, I thought for sure this scorched timber would be the only thing I had dark enough for this, these colored envelopes, but I don't think it is. It might be. Just got to do it more than once. Layer that ink on. And spread it around. Then I'm going to put this in here because I'm going to use that pocket, so I'll probably use a different piece of paper to go in that pocket to cover that. Well, that worked good. I would say that okay. Yeah. Might put something down here because I don't like that. That might go in. Nope, not big enough to go in there. I had a long skinny piece that I cut. Guess I could put this down here. Make it a little tuck. Put this up a little bit. Put this down here. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Make sure that this is the right side. Okay. Let's see, what do I want there? That would look good there. Okay, let me cut that up. Or cut the one off. Because I don't need it to go in very far, just far enough to I'm going to trim it just a little bit more so that it'll slide in there a lot easier than that. I like that. Okay. Works for me. This side goes out. It's more grungy. Come on. Okay. Now I need to find something for here. Like this. Let's see what size this needs to be. Let's do 6 1/4 by 8 1/2. So just turned around in a whole circle. 6 1/4. Oh, I'm going to go this way so that the butterflies are on there. 6 1/4 by 8 1/2. That butterfly's getting cut off. Just the top part of his wing. A little more needs to come off. A little more. Should have just done 6. And this is crooked, so let's fix that. The bottom was crooked. Still not where does that fold at? Folds right there. So yeah, needs to be just a tad smaller. I think I went all the way over there. Yep, that works. All right, let's ink these. All right, where's my piece of paper? Because I need to put that under here so that I can ink. I was really hoping to get this done today, but it doesn't look like I'm going to. Have to do probably a couple more videos. I could finish covering the pages because you see how I'm doing it. So, and then the next video we could decorate it. Although I wanted to decorate as I went this time. I'm gonna try to do this side at the same time because that way I won't have to try to keep it off of the piece of paper that I have. Okay. Looks like I might have to use my dauber for in here. I just didn't want to touch it right there. See where the glue was. Okay, this works now. Yeah. I need to make a trip to the dollar store so I can get the supplies I need to do the marbling paper. All right, that looks good. I don't know how I'm going to decorate that one. I don't really need a pocket because I have a pocket here and I have a tuck here. So might just do some decorating around that. But we need to cover this. Let's see how wide this is. I need to not throw everything all over the floor. So this is 5 3/4. So let's go, if we do 5 1/2, there'll be a little bit left over. And 7. So 7 tall. So let me cut this off and see where that leaves us. 7 tall. That is almost 7, so let me take it off the top. And let me take these off. I can't even cut straight with a guillotine. So, and I said 5 3/4. So, really did not want to have to take, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what this looks like. Nope, still gonna have to take it off. I'll take it off this side. I almost did 4 3/4. That would have been awful. I should take some more off. See, I can't even cut straight with a guillotine. I'll take it off of this side now. Okay, that'll work. Let's put our paper under here. Sorry, I was not paying attention to where I was inking. I was looking at the papers. I was about ready to knock off my table. Let's see if I can get that a little bit darker with my dauber. Okay. Oh, got it ink that. Now this one will probably put a pocket on. Whoa. How crooked that is. Okay. Let's find us a pocket. I'd like to find one with maybe some pink on it. Don't know if I have any like that. Or the idea of pink because of that. Let me see here. It's a different pink. Let me see here. That's got some pink. Let's see if that'll work. Yeah, not too bad. Let me cut some off here so we can make a pocket. This is the paper that I did the matte gel medium on. Wait a minute, I want to round the corners, the top of it anyway, put a hole in it so everybody knows it's a pocket. I love the way it feels with that matte medium on it. Okay, maybe a journaling card. Let's do that. Let's put a backing on it. So that it'll make it a little bit sturdier. That's not big enough. Let's do this. I have to get a glue stick. I can get another one over here. Because it fell over there. And I'm over here and I can't get to it over there without moving a bunch of stuff. Because when I craft, I have to craft put myself in a little circle to... I did that wrong. Nope, I did it right. It's all crooked. There. Put my glue stick over here this time so I don't... Let me put this back in here so I don't lose it. Oh, I didn't ink around that. We need ink around that so it looks better. There we go. I also have some of these tags that I did that I want to put in here. Let's do a brown one on that one. We'll put strings in these later. There. Okay, now let's cut this one out, put it as a journaling card. Probably should have waited to brown my corners till after I cut it, but when have I done anything easy? We need to put something in here to cover up my glue, which we will. Well, probably when we do the finishing touches, because there's, remember, junk journals do not have to be perfect. That's why they're called junk journals. Let's find some lace. I don't think white. Let's do this. I I like putting lace on journal cards. Let's rip it up a little bit. Make it a little janky. And as y'all know, definitely like using glue sticks with lace because they just, it's just easier. Sticks better, sticks faster. Wish I could find my little silicone brush. If I would clean my craft room, I probably would find it. There. Looks good. Let's rough that up a little bit. There we go. I want to journal. I want to ink this side also, since people will be pulling it out. Okay. Oh, we got quite a bit to go. I thought we only had a little bit more to go and we would be done with this side. But our video is already 50 minutes long, so let's go ahead and just call it a day for right now, and we will work on it again another day. I appreciate you all watching, and I might work on it, you know, without you guys and then just show you. But thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you are enjoying this series, and you all have a blessed evening. Bye now.